Hey everybody. Today's video is going to be about hoeing. I know a lot of people don't like to hoe, but I mean, as long as you hoe right, you will always benefit from the seeds that you sow. You'll be able to reap the harvest from the seeds that you sow as long as you hoe right. So, with that being said, Teresa, she does not know how to hoe right. I've tried to teach her, and she still doesn't really quite understand the concept of hoeing. I've been a hoer since I've been probably 8-9 years old, and I've learned the technique on hoeing, and it's kept me from being overexerted by the time I got done hoeing, and was actually able to go on and do some more hoeing somewhere else, you know. So it just to me, there's a technique with it, and I'm gonna show y'all the technique that I use, and it may work for you, it may not work for you, but it's always worked for me. So, but the first thing that you got to do, if you're going to go out hoeing somewhere, find you a good shade tree, sit underneath of it for about 30 minutes, and just take a look around at everything that you're gonna hoe. So that's what I do. We fixing to show you how I do some hoeing. Okay, the first thing that I do, I make sure my hoe is sharp. I like a sharp hoe. If they're dull, to me they ain't worth anything. I like one that's sharp. But what I like doing is just dragging that hole right across the top of the ground. And if it pulls roots out, it does. If not, if it just cuts them off, that there's fine too. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right here at the end of my onion. I just do it like this. I don't do like Teresa. I don't chop like I'm trying to till up the dirt. I just scrape it across the top. And I don't know if y'all can actually see that or not, but I do it that way, and then I go back and I till all of that there under. And I know the lighting is bad out here because I am under the shade tree. It's pretty warm out here right now. But that is the way that I hoe. And I will do all of it like that, and then certain plants like my tomato plants, my beans, peas, everything other than the onions. After I till it all under, then I will come back and grab some of the loose dirt and kind of hill it up around the plant just a little bit, and it pretty much takes care of the weeds, because what you cut off, as long as you get them covered up enough, then if it's just a weed, it will kill the weed out. Johnson grass is a different story. You've got to get the roots out. I don't care if they're 6 inches in the ground, they will still come back up. So anytime I find Johnson grass, I get the roots completely out. And I'm fixing to get busy doing a little bit of hoeing out here and do a little bit of tilling, and then I'll show y'all a little excerpt of exactly what I come out with in my garden. All right. Well, I put my shirt back on. Teresa don't want me to show off all this sexiness up in here. So anyway, another thing about hoeing, you're going to have to take a break every now and then. Get back underneath that shade tree. That's why I recommend finding a shade tree first and foremost. And another thing is too, that when you're hoeing around, yeah, maybe some you get a little too close to, and when that happens, you kind of gets cut off, and then there ain't no going back. So if you're really particular with one, don't get too close if you enjoy hoeing around it. So that's all I got to really say about that right now, because you can get cut off with that one real quick. I did a couple out here, but there's still more. So I can still hoe around more out here. I'm just about done out here hoeing, so yeah, I'm gonna run the tiller over it real fast and show y'all what I got. So anyway, there's what I got going on right now. Trying to make sure that everything I got back here is going good, or up here. Pulled me a potato plant down there earlier. I got it stuck in there with ribeye. So everything's looking good. So I'll talk with y'all later. And always God bless.